This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, double check you're still subscribed to the channel. Double check your notifications are on. And if you hit that like button, double check it's working properly, because you know these bad actors are doing everything in their power to suppress the channel, because they don't want more people becoming fully aware of all the fraud and corruption in the United States stock market. Listen, XRP RLUSD is gonna change the banking landscape, okay? And there's gonna be a lot of pushback from the populace at large, in my opinion, because they are not familiar with stable coins. But I see it. This is just my opinion. I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell any crypto, buy, hold, or sell in any stable coin. But eventually, the paper dollar, the paper money is going to be gone. Okay? It's going to be gone. And I'm going to tell you guys something. I want you to listen to what I'm saying. Human beings, when we first introduced paper money, based on my limited research, was in China. Okay, and you know what happened? They overprinted it and caused hyperinflation, and people went back to things that were more solid. And then in France, the same thing. In France, that's when the West started creating paper money. And of course, they do what greedy people do, probably the hedge funds of the times. They created more than was needed, caused hyperinflation, and people went back to gold and silver. People went back to gold and silver. It took a long while, I mean a very long while, for people to be comfortable with paper money. After governments got stronger and then governments backed the paper with gold, that's when paper currency became more acceptable all around the world. And because there was such a shift from gold and silver to paper, it was very difficult to get people on board with using paper currency. Okay? And I believe that is the same thing that's happening right now with stable coins and cryptocurrencies. People are not familiar with it. Well, not people, but a majority of the population have never heard of XRP. A majority of the population has no idea what RLUSD is. But eventually, in my opinion, that is what's going to take over the financial market. And I believe Ripple, XRP, and RLUSD will be leading the way. Because every time you use that RLUSD, you will be using XRP. You will be using XRP for gas fees. I mean, that's really the bottom line. And the reason I think RLUSD is going to take over every other stablecoin is because Ripple spent the last 10 years building strategic partnerships all over the world. So if a country wants to implement a stablecoin, they're going to implement one that they're not familiar with, or they're going to implement one with a company that they've had a 10-year relationship with. That's why the buy has made RLUSD their stablecoin, and you're going to see a lot more countries coming on board. Okay? The only country right now, and this is just my opinion, that's slow walking XRP is the United States of America. And you guys know why I think they're doing it. I think they're doing it so the bad actors could build out their XRP position at these ridiculously low rates. But eventually, I believe everybody's going to have to come on board and start using stable coins, start using digital currency, because the regular dollar, the US dollar, is going to be wiped out. I see XRP or RLUSD as a reserve currency of the planet within 5 to 10 years. Just my opinion. And I don't have a crystal ball. I'm just going by what I'm seeing, what I'm analyzing, and how I understand how this works. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think people's reluctance to cryptocurrency and stablecoin is similar to their reluctance to paper money when it first came out? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.